Hey, I just want to show off something I found this weekend. So this weekend I went to a surplus store. It's like not every week, but maybe every other week I'll go check out a surplus store. But this time I didn't really find anything, which is quite rare. I didn't spend any money. I was a little disappointed, so I went to the grocery store, and then I just went to a thrift store called Savers. So it's like a Goodwill where they just have a bunch of like old clothes and old electronic junk, and that's what I was looking for. I was just looking for something cool or a cool mug or whatever. But by the jewelry area, like kind of in the back where they have the nicer stuff, I saw this helmet on the shelf, and I couldn't see what the price was, and you can't touch it without getting someone to help you. So I waited around for like 5 minutes, asked this teenager who was working there, like, hey, can I check this helmet out? And anytime you're gonna buy something and you think it's gonna be worth it's gonna be worth something, but the person might not know what it is, you just play dumb. All right, so he pulled out the helmet was upside down, and he pulled it up and the liner came off, and I was like, oh, like, I think he's like, this might be two helmets. I'm like, oh, I think maybe, but I think they go together. Like, look, they like kind of stick together. They're different shapes. Anyway, he bought that. So you just act dumb, right? So they don't know like that you're super excited about it, right? Inside your head, you're like, oh fuck, I can't wait to see what it is. But in your head, just pretend you're dumb. You don't know what it is. All right. So I took a look at it, and I was like, well, I kind of know what to look for. Like, I have an M1 helmet. Here's my Vietnam helmet. So I kind of looked on the inside, but when I saw the price, I immediately was just like, I'm just buying it. I don't even care about I'm sure it's a mismatch of parts or whatever, but it looks pretty good. So here's the price I paid for it. Let's see if it gets, yeah, 25 bucks, right? Usually if you look for an M1 helmet on eBay, you're gonna pay $15 in shipping, and you're probably gonna pay $100 for it. So 25 bucks, I think, is a fucking steal. Okay, so let me just tell you a little bit more about what you want to look for when you actually do get it. If you see it for a price like this and it looks right, just fucking buy it. But if if they're asking for a little bit more money, then you should try to look a little bit more in the details. So first, you'll want to look at the camo cover. If it's a bit worn, that's probably a good sign that it's actual surplus. On the inside, this is what the liner system will look like with the little leather band. I saw that they both had NSN numbers and DSA numbers. The band is from, I had it before. Well, I can't quite read it right now. I did wash it. It doesn't matter. Anyway, it's like 80s, 70s, and the camel cover is obviously like 80s. And then on the inside, it's gonna be hard to see. There's no way you're gonna see it on the camera, but there's really not a good way that you're gonna see it in store unless you have like a flashlight, and you need to it might be dirty. But on the inside, there's a very light, they call it a heat stamp, and it'll usually be at the front somewhere here. This heat stamp dates this helmet to the 50s. Okay, so this is a Korean War helmet. Let me just show you a little more about this helmet in particular. They're teenagers. They're not really like, they're working there. So sometimes they don't want you to take everything apart. I would have taken it apart if it was like 50 or 75 bucks or something. But since it was $25, I just opted to just buy it and then figure it out later. It's kind of like playing the lottery, honestly. Okay, so if we take the cover off, what you'll notice in here, I've washed this helmet, but it's kind of white on the inside. This white stuff does not come off. I tried scrubbing it with like a brush. I might try again, but what I noticed is I think it's like the paint has been, I don't know, slightly damaged or something. And there is a dent in it, which I'm probably not going to fix. I'm just going to leave it because I think you can do more damage by trying to fix the dent. Here's the dent right here. And then I guess this is telling of why the paint might be a little bit messed up. On the outside, you're seeing this kind of black ring. So this was probably used, I'm guessing someone put this on a fire. I know that you're not supposed to cook in these. I don't think anyone cooked in it, but I bet you someone used it to heat water up or something like that. So there's the, you know, the paint is actually not in that bad of condition. However, it is dark. So I'm guessing if there was water in here, it would at least keep it cool enough that the paint didn't get damaged, but maybe it got scorched enough that, you know, now that you're left with this black thing. So yeah, this wouldn't be your first pick if you're paying for a full price helmet, but for 25 bucks, I don't think you can go wrong. And you know, it was just the excitement of like, you know, finding a military surplus in a thrift store when you're not really looking for it. So am I saying go to thrift stores to find helmets? No, absolutely not. You know, surplus stores are probably still the best place you're gonna get it, but you're gonna have to pay a little bit more money. But I would say, you know, anytime you go somewhere, just keep your eyes open. The more you know about this stuff and the less they know, the better deal you're gonna get. And in this case, I got a pretty good deal. So if I wanted to resell it, yeah, I could make some money back, but you know, that's, anyone who collects, I'm sure if you're watching this, you are also a collector. You know that you're not really in the game to be making money. You're just in it to hoard, basically. So anyway, you got any questions about this helmet, M1 helmets, you know, what to look for, you know, internet's your friend. You can always ask me, I can direct you towards it. Anytime I find something cool like this, I'll just make a quick video about it, tell you the story of how I got it, and I can maybe inspire you to look places. And yeah, okay, if you're really looking for a helmet and you want one, don't look at thrift stores, don't go to surplus stores, just get one on eBay. But you know, if you want the thrill of the hunt like I do, you know, just keep your eyes open.